I want to welcome you back to BLACKSITE tonight. We're going to talk about Joe Rogan finally endorsing President Trump. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. Joe Rogan has finally come on this podcast and endorsed President Trump to be the 47th president of the United States. Joe Rogan usually does not get into politics, but over the past 4 years, he's seen how bad the country has gotten under the Biden-Harris regime. He also, in this election, gave President Trump a 3-hour interview, and they discussed all the issues pertaining to America. He also gave Kamala Harris a chance to be on his podcast, but she refused to come on. She had put so many stipulations on Joe Rogan that he refused to do the interview. But this is shocking, like I said, because Joe Rogan does not get involved. He considers himself more or less a libertarian, like a Ron Paul. So him endorsing President Trump is big. He possibly has the biggest podcast in the world, maybe reach 15 million people a day. And so you can imagine how many people a week that come through, listen to his podcast, not only on the different social media platforms, but can he tell them and can he get them to come out and make the difference on election day for President Trump? I don't know. We'll see tomorrow. But I do know that, like a lot of people are saying, Trump is going to have to win so big that it will be too big to rig. For the simple fact that they have already, the Democrats already got Mark Elias over there. He's a tough attorney, one who will fight for votes forever. They have already said that Pennsylvania and Arizona will not have their results election night. You know what that means. That means we're going to go on for 3 or 4 days until Kamala Harris gets enough votes to win. You might see it in Georgia. You might see it in Wisconsin and Michigan. We don't know. But I do know that this endorsement is something that Trump has been fighting for the past 6 months to get Joe Rogan on his team. We know that Dana White, the owner of UFC, is one of Trump's best friends and supporters in this election. But I have always said Trump is not going to win. I know this is going to make a lot of people mad. I believe he's going to get enough votes to win. I believe that if everything was on the up and up, he would have won in 2020 and he could win in 2024. But there's a hidden hand in this election. Remember, all the states that he needs, other than Georgia and possibly North Carolina, are run by Democrats. They had Democrats secretaries of state. Remember what Joseph Stalin said. It doesn't matter who votes. It matters who counts the votes. Do you trust Dana Nassau in Michigan? Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin? Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania? Or that crazy chick down in Arizona? Do you trust any of them to have a fair election for President Trump? But you have the deep state who wants him to lose. You have the Bush, Cheney, Pelosi, Obama, Harris, all these Biden, these coalitions coming together to make sure that Trump loses, including corporations like BlackRock and also J.P. Morgan Chase and those billionaires like Reid Hoffman and others are trying to make sure he doesn't get over the finish line. And they will do anything. I mean anything. They don't care if it's unrest as long as they say that Kamala Harris is going to win this election. And I'm telling you right now that Joe Rogan is trying to give him that status of too big to rig. And I don't think it's going to be enough. I think those in power have already made a decision. Whatever we have to do to make sure on January 20, Kamala Harris is the one whose hand is on that Bible. I'm telling you right now, Joe Rogan and all his friends and everybody involved, it's not going to be enough. They have already made their decision on who's been selected, just like they have done ever since 2008, ever since we know what happened in Dealey Plaza. We know that they have made that decision. The only time they didn't make the right decision, the only time they let a free election go that they didn't go the right way was 2016. And you know what they said? It'll never happen again. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to happen again. This is a guarantee. Like I told many of you back in 2020 who was going to win. I was right. I'm going to tell you in 2024 who's going to win. And you know that I'm right. Some of you going to bury your head in the sand. You going to stay up all night. And you going to see these numbers come in. And you going to say, how did she get that? They control all the mechanisms in the state. That's why I believe that elections should be taken and put in independent hands instead of states that are controlled by Democrats who basically controls the machines, how they work, who has the passwords, how votes can be switched easily in certain areas of the state. So if you in Detroit, Milwaukee, Madison, Philadelphia, Atlanta, Charlotte, all these key metropolitan areas, they can go into those machines privately. Anytime somebody puts a lever for Trump, it goes to Harris easily. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But most people believe that there's still free elections. They did away with that a long time ago. So Joe Rogan finally did it. He endorsed Trump, but I don't think it's going to be enough. They want this man skewered. They want this man gone. They want his family gone. They want his supporters gone. They want the Republican Party gone. And if possible, they want America gone. I know this is a depressing video, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not lying to you. I would love to hear your comments in the comment section. I want to thank you for listening to BLACKSITE. Hope you subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button, but also share this video.